Well, let's talk about the Burgundy and Gold playing the Eagles this weekend. They had a great game this past week, but you know, you have to consider the Eagles are not the Jaguars.
They're not the Jaguars.
Yeah,
different animal.
Even though the Eagles start the last couple of games, the Eagles start out slow, but they still run that. They stick to their game plan. They keep the high octane going, and they're going to find a way to get their playmakers open to make plays. Like Sproles was a guy this week, and so what they're going to do, they're going to find those tight ends, McCoy, Sproles, and they're going to distribute the ball around. Now, what the Redskins can do, I think that the Eagles have a substitute, a rookie lineman. They got to expose him. If they can expose him and get to Foles and get those linebackers like Jackson, the middle linebacker, get him in position to make plays on those running backs, they have an opportunity. Now, D'Angelo Hall, they're gonna have the work cut out for him, you know, and got Clark and Merriweather when he comes back, they got their work cut out for him. So this is a challenge that you want, you know. It's prime time for them to say, listen, we go in here and we strike the Eagles in the mouth. You know, it's kind of hard for me to say that because you play for them. But anyway, just strike them in the mouth and let them know that we come to play football and get a win up there. That can boost their confidence so big and so much that they can say, listen, we can line up the next game and we can compete with anybody.
Now, Kirk Cousins, he's got to go up against the Eagles, and this time, you know, the Eagles have some time to plan against him. Now, he did, you know, the Jaguars didn't know much about him.
That's what we should say. When I play, we'll say a backup quarterback comes in, he's like, oh, well, we got this guy, but we didn't have any film on him. We didn't get a chance to watch him. Now they got some film on him. They know how he's going to make his throws. They got their scouting report on him. They know his tendencies and stuff of this nature. They're going to know who his go-to guy, his security blanket. They're going to know who he is. And so I think what the Redskins should do is establish that run. And then they got hopefully Deshaun Jackson be back and Pierre Garçon and Paul.
Yeah, but
he can come out and make some big plays.
Yeah, I think when you look at the Eagles and the Redskins, they're similar in a lot of ways because the Redskins this year have depth as far as they've got a better defense, the pressure defense, they bring it to you. But I'm like John, is that to make Kirk Cousins comfortable, you know, in the start is you start with the running game because the running game is going to be important to get that passing game open too. So Nels Paul has stepped up and did a good job, but I think with Kirk Cousins that he's not going to run out the pocket or anything like that. But the thing about it is he has weapons on offense as far as Robertson. He's got Pierre Garçon, and he's got some other key things. So this is going to be a game that, like John said, the team that does not turn over the ball and able to get after them is going to be, as far as winning this game. It's going to be interesting. So
do you think, you know, Andre Roberts told me in the locker room, he said, Coach Gruden told them, if you run the ball well, pass the ball well, and don't turn it over, you should win. So is that a pretty good, you know? So what do you? So where I'm going is, what do you guys think about Coach Gruden anyway? You all give him a thumbs up. We got about a minute here.
I give him a thumbs up. Unless you keep the game plan simple. You know, the Eagles is suspect in stopping the run. Let them establish that running game. D'Angelo Hall, and he's going to play back off the receivers, which will help out because, you know, the Eagles going to go underneath all the time. With Mayweather coming back, he can be a threat as far as the players trying to think twice of going inside the middle if he establish that physicality in that game. So if they continue just to stick with that running game, play for first downs. Don't try to go for no 20 or 30-yard passes every play, and just take what's given. They will be successful and at least be in the game.
So I give him a thumbs up because, you know, he made that adjustment from the Texans and came back against Jacksonville, make some adjustments. When RG3 went out the game, he made the adjustments for Kirk Cousins. And like Hank Stram said a long time ago, when you get the ball, just matriculate down the field, you see, and score. Play smart, you know.
And Donna,
I just think that his energy has spilled over with the players and everything. So the mentality that he brings to this team this year, I listen to the players, and when they talk about what he's done for them, the energy and everything, it's showing out there now. And I think that he calls players out. I don't care who they are. If you don't do the right thing, he calls you out. And it's somebody else to come in and take your place.
And one thing I do know from playing in the game, the eye in the sky don't lie. So if he called you out to me, he saw the film.
You know.
How do you know? They're calling me out right now. We out of time with no timeouts. All right. So thanks to my guest, Barry Barnes. Bad news, Barnes. With good news. A little bit of good news. And of course, a former star, still a star, right? John Booty and Donna Hopkins, as always. So for the Sideline Report, I'm Marvin Jackson. We'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Show everybody that big ring.